Hey, I made it. I'm back. I'm back. I finally made it back. Hey, if you guys have been wondering where I've been, let me tell you. So, August 1st, I started working for the state, a new job, and it to say there's a lot of overtime is an understatement. And they told me going in there's going to be a whole lot of overtime, and I guess it just didn't register. I wasn't expecting 16-hour double shifts like every day for the first 2 weeks, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but for a guy my age being out of work for so long, I got to tell you it's actually a godsend, but it isn't really conducive to doing anything else other than going to work. Having said that, I do have a few days off. So I'm going to try and tackle a challenge that was thrown down by a guy with a brohawk, a dream, and a cell phone for people who are 50 and over. Which, by the way, I just had my I just had my 50th birthday on October 24th. So I'm 50 now. Um, I'm not sure how I feel about it. So the next few videos I put out are going to be a little bit different format, and I got to find another way to do the videos than I usually do because the way it's going now, there's just simply not enough time. So I might be putting out some real down and dirty type videos as far as editing goes, but I'm sure I'll work through it. So if anybody else is out there that is taking the Economic Ninjas challenge, hey, here's to you. Salute. Now, I'll probably be steering these videos away from the precious metals a little bit in the stacker videos, but it's only for a short amount of time. And then we'll go back to my regular format. But this is a kind of a cool way to jumpstart getting back into making videos again while working, getting into the swing of stuff. Now, I've been around. It's not like I went away. I've been lurking in the shadows, watching your guys' videos, mainly before work and sometimes after work for a little bit. Big shout out to Thousand Air Radio, that cult leader guy. I felt like on one of his videos, he was talking directly to me because he had kind of called those of us that had started channels and I'm sure it seemed like we were shying away from it, but life happens sometimes. And so yeah, man, that I actually started shooting videos and never got around to finishing them because I ended up getting called into work. It's kind of how life happens sometimes. But I started taking pages from his book and I took 10% of my net earnings, and when it got deposited, I'd go ahead and pull that and stick that there, and that would be my investment account, quote unquote, self managed. And then I'd pull another 10%, same amount, so total of 20%, and I'd stick it over here for an emergency fund on this side, like right there. And then what I'd do is I'd go ahead and I'd pull $100 bill out of every check and I'd put it in a really slick bill container. And that was my $100 bill collection. I also went out and bought a thermos and I let it work for the first week for free to earn its freedom. And now that it's free, I'm obligated to pay that thermos um, about 45 bucks every 2 weeks because I get paid every 2 weeks. And there it is, Stan Lee. And yeah, it's he's about to outgrow the bank envelope that I keep it in. And these are just ways that I'm stacking cash. Because why would you stack cash? You stack cash because clearly we're not in a gold silver economy. I can't take all this precious metal down to the grocery store or anywhere else and purchase anything. So it's probably a good idea to keep some of that cash on hand just in case something should come up. So I'm stacking cash, I'm stacking gold and silver. What else can you stack? Well, the world's a scary place. I mean, turn on the news, you'll find out real quick. There's all kinds of stuff you could stack. That being said, you should always pray for the best, but prepare for the worst. Oh, yeah. And if you haven't already, be sure to get out and vote. Um, a lot of us veterans would really appreciate if you did go out and vote. We kind of, uh, we kind of, we're invested in that. It is your civic duty. With that said, I think this video is about it. But stay tuned. I should have some other ones coming out rather quick. Later.